Country grapples with stage 6 blackouts. People are complaining about damaged appliances. City Power says it's already overstretched due to weather, cable theft and illegal connections. eNCA's Nobile Madlala is visiting various suburbs in Johannesburg to gauge people's experiences, and she joins us now. Good morning, Nobile. You are currently with residents there. What are they saying has been the biggest interruption to their daily lives with these constant power cuts?
Well, in North Riding, quite a numerous of issues are here, Mfundo. In fact, some of them are saying that they've experienced power cuts. What you'll see is power comes back and then it goes off again, and comes back and it goes off again. But we'll talk more about that with the councillor. So for now, we'll bring in some of the residents just to speak to us about the issues that they're faced with in this area. Sir, are you okay? How's stage 6 treating you?
Good morning. It's starting to get a bit frustrating, I think, not just for myself, but I think for a lot of people in Johannesburg as well. You know, not being able to cook dinner, having to go out and get fast food or takeaways, as well as the traffic that obviously just builds up with, you know, robots going out at peak hour times. So, yeah. What
would you like to see happen?
Well, I would really like the government to sort of step in and allow independent power producers to come through, and also open the legislation in terms that you know, entries aren't as difficult for new companies to come in, and just make it more accessible for people to have solar panels, and more feasible as well.
All right, thank you. And so I want to bring you in. Are you also stuck in traffic coming back home?
Too much. This is you know, it's stressing. The kids, the schools are not closed, kids are at home, so it's very bad, to be honest. You know, it's very, very bad. We don't know what's going on, and no one is coming back to us and say this is the problem. If it's ESCOM, we don't know why the city council can't take over and provide electricity for us.
And I mean, living in North Riding, how's your experience with regards to all these different stages, and specifically now stage 6?
It's very bad. Like yesterday, from 6 o'clock until in the evening, 10 o'clock, there was no electricity. So it comes in, goes off, comes in. You don't know. Our things in the house, like TVs and so forth, are getting damaged, you understand? And for you to claim those things, it's quite a long road to take.
And there must be a lot of people complaining about those damages.
All the residents, we are complaining of the same thing here. The robots sometimes are not working. It's a lot of problems around here because of the electricity. That is a problem.
All right, thank you, sir. I want to bring you in. So, I mean, you can hear your residents talking about the fact that this is difficult. I want to start with what he's saying. Power comes in and goes off, and comes in and goes off. Why?
Basically, what's happened now is one of the transformers from the ESCOM side in the Randburg has gone down as well. That's putting huge strain on the system. Besides that, the system is not designed to be put on and off, and we're getting huge problems. What happens is, in the transformer, you've got an electromagnetic field. They switch off, the field goes down. Now they cold start. First of all, the oil is cold. Secondly, at that moment, because you haven't got an electromagnetic field, the plates inside buckle, and they destroy the transformers. But besides the transformers, now we've got the damaged cables that pop at that moment. I mean, it was put on the news last weekend alone, 5,000 call-outs for Joburg City Power. That is huge. It's 10 times of what they usually get. Well,
and I mean, the people here are saying that this is damaging their appliances. What are you going to do to help them?
What we do all the time, we tell them, please switch off everything. Right? Keep it off. Let the system stabilize first. I keep telling people, leave it off for 15 minutes after the power returns, and then start switching on slowly. That's the only way we're going to get through this. It is painful, it's huge, and really, when you think about it, it's a direct result of what's happened in the country over the past couple of years. You know, state capture is coming home to roost. That's what's happening.
And it must be frustrating for you as well to have to answer all these questions.
When the power doesn't come back within half an hour after it should be back, I get hundreds of messages. I've got eight groups, over 2,000 people. I get hundreds of messages coming through. People are frustrated. They lash out, which is understandable. The one who gets killed is the messenger, first one. And we are only the messengers. We try to escalate. We try to help as much as possible. But we are inundated. I mean, it's putting huge pressure on us. It's the stress levels for councillors is going through the roof. It's destroying our private lives. It's destroying our relationships with our partners. And people need to understand we are only the messengers. We relate back what the information we get. Now we got all of a sudden the information of the strikes going on. We didn't know that beforehand. It was kept quiet.
Yeah. And I mean, also interestingly, in North Riding, people started getting shock at some point in their showers. Have you sorted that out?
That's been sorted out, yes.
What was the reason?
The reason was a bad installation on the mini sub. They actually changed the mini sub again, and it seems to be okay now because I haven't had no more complaints after they went back again. So yeah, we seem to have resolved that one.
And lastly, you personally, how are you affected by stage 6?
Stress levels are through the roof, really, and that's all I can say. You know, it's a stage now where my phone starts at 5 in the morning. I'm on the phone 17 hours a day. My wife wants to kill me because I'm sitting at supper being on the phone, and it's not on. It's going beyond anybody's expectations.
And have you spoken to City Power?
I speak to City Power all the time. I'm on the infrastructure team. So when all these messages come through, I don't only go through the nerve center, which is the dispatch and that. I go directly to management. And that's how I try to help the people.
Thank you very much. Mfundo, as you can hear, the residents and the councillor of the place just speaking to us about the stress levels that come with of course, stage 6, but also load shedding in general. What's interesting there is that it's not really affecting them in terms of their lives, but also it's affecting them in terms of relationships, he says. He says there's a frustration that comes with all of that. So, yeah, a lot really happening in North Riding, but it's quite simple. They want their power back.
Most certainly, all South Africans want their power back. Thank you very much for that update. That's our reporter, Nobile Madlala. Now,